what's going on, guys? Welcome to the Final Fantasy VFX video, and we've got a unit review here for you guys. So we've got the new Sakura, the new Nichol. We just had new ones recently, so it was kind of surprising to get even more new ones on the JP version, but obviously I'm not as surprised on the global version. And also there's Mediena, who got global upgrades, but people are probably just, I think people are saying that they're just the ones that she already had before. And they're just advertising as a global upgrade anyways for whatever reason. So I'm gonna go with that since there's no wiki updates. I'm just gonna go with that for now. And since I still can't get into the game to check, anyways, we'll talk about our STMR at the end. But let's go into our kit. 300% magic TDH, which is very good and will be very important going forward. 500% cap. So if you don't know what the cap is, every unit starts with 400%, and some units like this one gets 500%, so then you need another 100% to get 600% is the max as of this video. They could potentially make that higher eventually, but for now it's 600%. And what that does is allows you to do a lot more damage. Without 600% cap, you do a lot less damage. You can test it yourself. 150% low burst damage, 30% demon killer, very good. 250% Reaper killer, and 100% for everything else. Still pretty good. Quadcast, of course. The cooldown has 100 times mod increase for Thundiga, or just her thunder magic, basically, Thundiga magic for FFBE. Then we'll talk about the SLB. 450 times mod for an ally, Thundiga FFBE, and also for herself. 135% Thunder Imperil, Lightning Imperil, which isn't as special on the global side anymore because I think we have some stuff that is similar to that now. 300 times Lightning Magic Damage, Bolting Strike, and also 50 times mod for Thundiga FFBE to all allies, and I believe those are separate mods, I think. So I think technically it could be 500 times, I'm not sure. Those could be, I mean, they're coming from the same thing, so I'm not sure exactly, but I would assume that they are separate so that you get more mods, but whatever. Okay, let's talk about some cons here. Her STMR will not be good on magic asterisk damage units, but good on everyone else that can use spears. Pretty much, because the passives on it are quite good. 100% low burst damage and also 75% demon killer. Those are some good things, and you need constant SLB usage for her to be even useful as a damage dealer. So yeah, I'm sure that's why most people are saying skip and that they're not really that great, but I think they're pretty good. I showed off Sakura at EX3 like a few weeks ago. I think she's okay. I don't think she's like super amazing or anything, but I think she's okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and give her an 8 out of 10. Yeah, 8 out of 10 for Sakura, and let's move on to Nichol, who's basically almost the same, except he's involved in flood chaining. So he has all the same passives. I'm not going to list all those, but he does have 300% demon killer and 250% insect killer, and 200% everything else. Quadcast. Cooldown has 100 times mod for flood chaining. The SLB gives an ally flood magic. 450 times mod. It's the same thing pretty much, it's just water based and flood based, so I'm not gonna read everything there, guys. Although his STMR is much better than Sakura's in terms of, because it's a rod and most mages equip rods, so not only does it have 100% low burst damage, it has a 75% demon killer as well. So of course on magic asterisk damage dealers, this STMR is not as good unless you're using water, but for everyone else, it is very good, including Dark Rain and things like that, although he would probably like to have Sakura's STMR instead for easier use. But yeah, his STMR is quite good. I got several of them on the JB version just because it's two-handed, and some people are like, why is it two-handed? Well, because the magic variance is coming very soon. If you don't know anything about the magic variance, I made tons of videos on it, so I recommend going to look at that. It's a big deal. Magic variance is a big deal. The other con for Nichol is that he's just flood chaining, and not many people use flood chaining anymore. It actually did come back a little bit on the JP version recently, because of Lulu. But other than Lulu, really isn't seeing much use. Even on global original units and stuff, we don't really use flood chaining all that much. So I'm gonna go 7.5, and the reason why he's even getting that is because of the STMR. Because otherwise he would get like a 7, because he really isn't that like impressive or amazing or anything. So that's why I think Sakura is a little better, because lightning is a little easier to use than flood chaining. Anyways, we have Mediena here, who I don't know if she's getting any upgrades or not, so I'm gonna go ahead and just say I don't know. If there's any updates, I will probably put them in the comments section down below, but I don't know right now. Anyways, she has 600% cap, which is really good. She has 150% magic true to wield. That's good for now. And 50 times mod boost for all besides her LB. I wish it was with the LB, because then it would have been 300 times mod LB instead of 250 times, but okay. 100 times ice holy. So basically however much MP you have will be the damage. 135% ice and peril, that's not too bad for an Evasion Awakening. Plus 650 times ice mod CD finisher, which could be 700 times with that passive. And she has 200% aquatic killer, 100% demon killer. We're kind of used to better than that by now. Remember, this unit's a little old, even though she's coming out now. 1500 flat magic passive, 250% Luminous damage passive, which is very good. Now she only needs her STMR. Sadly, making her TDH is kind of difficult because her TMR is garbage and her STMR is one-handed. So yeah. Also with her STMR, I'd recommend getting at least 2. That's it. I wouldn't recommend getting any more than 2, because 2-handed rods are going to be much more important in the future anyways. So just get 2 if you can, or 1 or 2. Her SLB, 135% ice and peril, 35% ice amp, and some killers, and also, oh, it's 120, yeah, 125 was, so it's 250% protector's bayonet chaining, 27 hits. So I wish this was a little stronger on the global version. I don't know yet. Maybe it is. If it is, I apologize. I can't get into game. I can't get into game at all, guys. So apologize if she's better than this. So I might give her a little slack if she did get any buffs. Anyways, her main thing is the ice ability. Is the ice holy? I like to call it that. The ice ability, and you can't reflect it unlike Aerith, even though I don't think the holy reflect thing hasn't really been a thing for a while now. But yeah, it can't be reflected, but it does a lot of damage because she has the 600% cap innately. So it does do a lot of damage, guys. And she would like to have a higher amp than 35%, for sure. Like Celeste's Brave Shift form, that was a classic one, which I'll be using probably in one of my videos coming soon. And she really needs a mix of MP and magic and also killers. So you gotta juggle all those things, and sometimes it's really tough. So on the global version it might be a little easier because there could be some things that the JP version didn't get. There could be some high MP things on the global version that she would like to have. So highest MP as possible, also capping magic, and also hopefully you can cap some killers, or at least getting them to a decent amount equals lots of damage, pretty much. So very good. She's very good. You know, people are dismissing her, saying she's really old by now. I think that she's still good. Not so much as, I mean, maybe if her SLB changed with other 27 hits nowadays. I haven't tested it anymore because I haven't used her in a while, but I will be getting her at EX3. I've got tons of copies. It would be really nice to get rid of a lot of that space in my inventory. I'm sure you guys are thinking the exact same thing. So I'm definitely going to be getting her to EX3. Definitely making a video on her very soon. Probably tomorrow. Anyways, I'm going to go ahead and give her 8.5 out of 10. Her STMR is good. And also her ice holy thing is really strong if you can build it properly. So recommend door potting all of her MP and things like that. Normally you don't, but yeah, I would recommend doing that. Anyways, If she got any global upgrades that are not the ones that she got a long time ago, that's a thumbs up by me. We reflected my review. I'll go like 8.7 if she gets like good global upgrades. Otherwise 8.5. That's still pretty good though. Let me know in the comment section down below what you guys think, and I hope to see you in the next video. Peace.